Hey y'all, Bay here, bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today I'm gonna be going over all the 3 new Piemonte characters: Trezeguet, Davids, and Chiellini? Am I pronouncing their name right? Anyways, so I'm gonna be going over these characters. So as you see right here on the Excel, it's like this. So from Trezeguet, sorry if my pronunciation is messed up. This guy's passive is GK Killer, 15%. So I only left the shot stats on the very right cell because other stats doesn't mean anything against goalie, right? So this guy is, when you look at it from the goalie's point of view, it's pretty strong. It's like almost 13k shooting power. But the problem is his ground shot is the main skill that he has, and this comes out at level 10 if you got him from the gacha, right? But this guy actually has good for both low and high ball. Yeah, so if you're willing to raise this character, I would, although you probably got him at level 10 for the main skill ground shot, I would go with header. Yeah, and of course you can teach volley S volley as well, but I would recommend to go with header first, because simply because this guy's European club guy, and I think if you are to create like a European club team, you'll probably be using Levin as well. And that guy, as a hidden ability, he has high ball plus 5%, right? Enhance. And with that, if you think about that, raising high ball for Trezeguet would probably be better. It's going to be stronger than what it says here. So his both header and volley will be 68k against goalie, which is pretty strong. But if it's header, if you have 11 together, he'll be even stronger. So I would recommend you to do the header, raise the header more than anything else, even though the main skill comes out at level 10. Yeah, that's my evaluation or my opinion. And the thing about this guy is not bad against the goalie, but it's going to be really hard to use because look at his dribble and pass stats. It's like way less than 10k, right? So not way, but a little bit less than 10k. So if you get caught in the middle by like an opponent defender, how can you dodge these defenders? It's gonna be pretty hard. And let's say because your dribble and pass stats are weak, I'm just gonna shoot against this defender. But today there's so many defenders that has like S99 block. So if you go up against these characters, I think your shot is going to be stopped anyways. So this guy, when you're going to be using him, it's going to be really hard. So the way to use him is pass to this guy when he's already in a position where you can already shoot, and just shoot right there as soon as you receive the ball. Unless you do that, I think you'll be caught, and if you get matched up, it's going to be tough. Yeah, so it's really hard. This guy is really hard to use. But if you succeed in reaching the goalie with your like volley or header, then you'll have like 68k, which is going to be really tough for the goalie to stop. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, but of course this guy has a team skill. He has Red European Solidarity, which is really good. And for those who already completed this team skill with the other characters, you'll be able to like remove Mueller, exchange the red Mueller to blue Mueller, and you could use the blue Mueller, who I think is better. Yeah, I think this team skill will be useful for some people. So yeah, that's my evaluation for Trezeguet. And next is Davids. This guy, oh whoops, sorry, by the way, the stamina stats are wrong. So please ignore the stamina. I left the past ones as is. So sorry about that. For Davids, this guy has recover 80% as a passive. So although he's a DMF character, DM character. So he's most of the times, I think many people will be depending on him as a defensive character. So But because he has recover 80, even if the opponent tries to dodge you by like passing over this character on the field, and this guy's weak at interception, but because he has 80% recover, he'll come back right away and, you know, match up against the opponent right away. So I think this recover is good, but because this guy, his interception is so weak, if the opponent has a really strong pass, I think it's gonna be hard. But the thing is, this guy, although without the passive, he already reaches 13k, and as a result, if you raise this guy's tackle to level 99, it's gonna exceed 60k. So his tackle is really edgy and good. That is for sure. And even dribble, it's gonna reach like 57k if you, of course, raise it to level 99. That is. But if you can do that, this guy's dribble is pretty good as well. So like Trezeguet, this David's, I think it's hard to use. It's really edgy on some parts, but it's gonna be hard, I think, because the opponent, if they have really strong pass, they will probably try to come at this David's. Like, for example, I'm using green Misaki with golden duo level 96. Okay, so someone like my Misaki, if I am up against a team with David's, I'll try to match this Misaki up against this David's, because I'm pretty sure my golden duo can dodge this guy, even if this guy had level 99 tackle. So when that happens, my Misaki will go all the way down, very close to your goal or the opponent's goal, without much of a risk. So yeah, this guy, when you use him, you should be careful. That's the thing. Yeah. And last up is Chiellini on the right. Chiellini, yeah. So this guy is a forward killer, but unlike Debu, this Debu was forward and AM killer. But this guy, although it's more limited, the boost is big. 25% is big, and he already from the beginning had 23k defensive stats overall. That's already high, but he gets 25k, and as a result, his defensive stats, everything is gonna be really high against forward, very high. He's block specialist, so his block goes above 14k, which is really strong, and even tackle and interception is like at late 12k. So these are all good. So when you see this guy in your opponent team, your forwards should definitely be careful. Be careful, because if you match up against this guy, and if this guy is raised, especially his block, then I think your forward shooters will be blocked, basically. Yeah. Sorry. So that's how strong this guy is against forward, and even against non-forward opponents. This guy, because his original stats is so high, everything, all the defensive stats already exceeds 10k. So unless his weakness, I think, is when he goes up against really strong AM characters, as a shooter, that is, like Tsubasa, Fest Tsubasa, both blue and red, and Clivert, and who else? Like Roberto, maybe. So these characters with a really strong shot and AM position in AM is probably this guy's weakness. But other than that, like, even if he faces like AM characters other than the characters I raised, this guy already exceeds 10k for both tackle and interception. So, and his skills are pretty strong, except for interception skill. So if you raise this guy's skills, I think the opponent AM might have hard time passing you. So yeah, I think this guy is gonna be pretty good. Yeah, that's my opinion. I haven't used him, I haven't fought against him yet, but that's how I feel. So this time's gacha, if you have 75 medals, you can trade one character. So everyone will at least, well, for those who got did the transfer up to 75 times, will definitely be able to get at least one character out of the three, right? And if I were you, of course, the way to decide which one to go for is if you got like at least one of them from the gacha, then of course you won't use the medal to get the same character, right? You will try to get the ones you don't have. But other than that, you should definitely look at their team skills and think about which one will most fit your team. The characters you've been raising, the characters you have most that are strong, stuff like that. But other than if you get rid of all these others environments, just by comparing these characters, I would say Chiellini is the best character of all, because the reason I just told, this guy is already pretty strong from the beginning, and he's super strong against forward. So yeah, and the other two, it's really hard to use. That's my opinion, just by looking at the stats. I mean, I haven't used him, but look at Trezeguet. He's a strong shooter against goalie, but it's gonna be hard to reach the goalie, because if he gets caught before, he's gonna have really hard time, because you have to fight with the opponent with the middle stats, which is not that great. And as for David's, this guy's really edgy on dribble and tackle, but like I said, if the opponent has really strong pass, these opponent passers will aim this guy so that you could advance, closer, get closer to the opponent goal easily. And that's how I feel. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah. So that is my evaluation for these three characters. I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe for those who haven't yet, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and bye.